The Pentagon Papers, Vietnam's Ugly Truth Exposed. In the late 1960s, the United States was deep in the Vietnam War. Night after night, Americans watched TV news showing young soldiers fighting and dying in a faraway jungle. The government told the public, "We're making progress. We're winning hearts and minds. We see the light at the end of the tunnel." But behind closed doors, they knew it was all falling apart. Enter Daniel Ellsberg, a former Marine and military analyst who had access to a top-secret government study on the history of U.S. involvement in Vietnam. What he discovered was devastating. For decades, presidents had lied to Congress, to the media, and to the American people. They exaggerated victories, they hid failures, they escalated a war they knew was unwinnable. Ellsberg couldn't stay silent. In 1971, he leaked 7,000 pages of classified documents, what became known as the Pentagon Papers, to the New York Times and the Washington Post. The papers showed, in black and white, that 4 administrations, from Truman to Johnson, had misled the country into one of the most brutal wars in U.S. history. The Nixon administration was furious. They tried to block the newspapers from publishing. They charged Ellsberg under the Espionage Act. He faced up to 115 years in prison. But the Supreme Court ruled in favor of the press. The charges were eventually dropped. The Vietnam War would grind on for several more years, but the Pentagon Papers shattered public trust in government and marked a turning point for journalism, whistleblowers, and the public's right to know. Here's the truth. The greatest threat to democracy isn't always an enemy abroad. Sometimes, it's the lies we tell ourselves at home. Hello, friends. Me and the girls wanted to thank all the people that are following us. We appreciate you. And if you are new here, my motivation for this channel is my girls, and also to bring the world news that has been forgotten, not reported for a long time, or just weird and interesting stories from the past. I would like to stay home and just report on weird, unusual news from the past. Would you help us? We need at least 10,000 followers to achieve this. Thanks, and please don't forget to share. Much love.